Hola, 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 everyone. How are you today? Terrific Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday is going swell for you. I hope everything is great. I've had a pretty busy Tuesday myself. Pretty busy today. So, yeah. I just wanted to come on, you guys, and we're going to do the 4 sessions. I've told you I would probably come on today, and I didn't know what time. So, I'm pretty glad that I was able to come around 6ish, like I usually do. I didn't know if I was going to be able to, you know, I was out and about and I just got home about like 30 minutes ago. So I was concerned. I was like, oh man, if I go out and do one more thing, and which I did need to do a couple other tasks, then I said, well, I would start too late. So I'm here, and we're all here together, and this is the time that was chosen for us to come together and work on our lovely projects. All right, so I'm still dealing with what I've been working on. Let me see, I have it. I have the actual paper. Where did I put them? Oh, it's under here. I mixed them up with my papers all right here. But so I'm still working on that, and I hope you have something to work on. You can go on and grab yourself some water, something to drink. I have two things going on here. I have some tea by Tea of Life, and I think it's the moringa lemon tea, and then I have some diet ginger drink in here in the cup, and then I have some little snacks over there, some little, I don't know, they're like little cinnamon biscuits. Yeah. And I've already had my dinner. Came home and scarfed it down. That is not a good thing. But anyway, so I'm done with that. So I'm just ready to get working. And as you guys could see, I was able to finish my hair. If you go back and look at yesterday's live, that I told you the reason why I had my hood on the entire live, because I had started taking down my hair. So mission accomplished. Now I still have to do some other things to it to get it how I want it. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. This is This is my natural hair. I like mixing it up. I like wearing other things to it as well. All right. So we're going to get started in a couple of minutes. I'm trying to get really relaxed here, but not too relaxed that that I don't get anything done. I'm so glad that you are here and that you took the time out to watch, to be with me, if you're here on the live or if you watch this video on the replay. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm still working on, I haven't yet gotten a chance to put down the other, the dividers. What do you call those things? The time markers in last night's video, but I'll eventually get to it. So you guys just bear with me on that, and that will make it easier. Then you can just, you know, listen to the 5 minute talks and the rest of it, unless you want to use the video to do some work at home or to, work on a project or whatever you want to. You can watch the replay, but other than that, if you just want to get the scoop and see what was going on, you could just listen to the 5 minute markers. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna start in 1 minute. Let me find my paper. So as soon as I got my book, my cards out, but I don't need those right now. Let me find the actual paper. Oh, I put all this stuff up here together and mixed it up. I think it's gonna be on the bottom. Check it out. I have little post-it notes, you guys, everywhere. Oh boy. All right, it's not there. So okay, maybe I did. Maybe it's in here in my normal place. All right, so it's 6:25. So we're going to start. So I will be turning the camera off and muting the mic, but you will hear music. And I like the music that was playing last night. It was called Feeding the Ducks from StreamYard. So let's get started, and I will see you back at 6:50. Happy productivity. Hello, you guys. I'm back. I had it muted. Okay, so that was the end of the first session. Yay! So if you'd like, you could share. Drop down in the comment section of how far you got or what you're working on. I would love to know. Okay, so I was actually getting some things done. So I found my manuscript. It was in the down here with all of my other stuff on. Okay, so I was able to. I did like a paragraph of edits, of putting them in on the good document, which I really appreciate. Yay! I didn't grab my phone. I did. I didn't look online for anything, so I was quite focused. And so I should be finished with this by Saturday. Be honest, I should have been finished with it a while ago, but I'll just keep working on it. And then that next week, you guys, oh my gosh, those of you that are participating in NaNoWriMo, let's see, after today is the 22nd, and let's see, 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Woo, 8 more days for NaNoWriMo. So on that Sunday, on next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think, when is the last day? I have to look at my calendar. Um, I think NaNoWriMo ends on a Wednesday. Let's see, to look at my book. Um, yes, it ends on the Wednesday, the 30th. So that last week, I should come on at least 3 days. I'm going to try to come on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I should be finished with this, what I'm working on. So I would have transitioned and started working on that. And this is just going to be, I thought I was going to do more of it here in November, but no, that wasn't the case. But I will start working. I'll be working on that last week. All right, so we're going to start up in a couple of minutes and do another session, session 2. All right, if you're here, please make sure you give a thumbs up to the video. I mean, even if I only have a few thumbs up, it's better than that. Because I would say, oh, it helped me with the algorithm, but yeah, no, not really. Like I said, everybody is on at this time of the month or doing different, whatever videos they're making, especially for Nano this month. So some people might come back and watch it later, which I really appreciate, watch the replays. But I usually don't have a whole lot on during the live, which is cool too. Yeah, sometimes I was just reading a quote today that when I was at the doctor's office and they had it scrolling above. I guess it was from who was it? I want to say it was Green. What's her name? Brené Brown. It said sometimes all we need to do is just show up. So I said I was going to be on here, so I'm thankful I was able to show up. Yay! And I'm glad you're here too. All right, so we're going to start our second session, and we'll be back at right now. We're going to be back at 7:20. All right. So do the best you can. All right. And I'll see you back at 7:20. Yay. Hello, I am back. Sorry, it went over 1 minute. I was trying to get one little sentence correct, and I was all close up on the computer and on the laptop, and I don't know, I let the time pass. Okay, so I hope everybody's did well. Feel free to share and let me know how far you were able to get with your project. I got a little sidetracked. That's the second section. I did work on that towards the end, but for about 10 minutes. It took me about 7 minutes to actually get started. And then for about 10 minutes, I was looking up something else. And then so I came back and worked, maybe the last 15 minutes on this project. So I hope everything is great. Let's see, we have some guests in here. Let me show you. So we have Stephanie Zello, and she says, I had just jumped in at the end of the sprint. So that was the end of the first sprint. And she used that time to get ready to write. That's awesome. And now we're doing that second sprint. Stephanie got 654 words. Yeah, okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. Yay! Congratulations, Stephanie. That is a lot of words. Good for you. Congratulations. That's my little special edition. I like to make my people that join feel extra special, plus embarrass you at the same time. Oh my gosh, I just like to have a lot of fun. All right, so we will be starting back up. Yeah, Stephanie says, cool. Yay. Oh my God. Oh no, that was me. Oh, not that. I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing. Oh, okay. That's when I had put your name, Stephanie. Stephanie, do you have a channel here on, are you an author tuber or what type of channel do you have here on the platform? Or are you just stopping by and looking in? I'd like to know. So maybe you can stop by your channel. Yes. All right, so we're going to get started in about 1 minute. All right, so I'm going to get serious. This is the third session. Let me change the banner. And this time I'm going to try not to let myself get pulled away. Yeah, stay focused. All right, so we're going to be returning at 7:50. So change this banner time. All right, this will be our third session. Let's see. Stephanie says, no, she just watched and participate in sprints. That is so awesome, Mama. I appreciate you. That is so cool. Love the support. Okay, so it is 7:25. So this is going to be our third session. And we'll return at, I said 7:50. So happy productivity. Let me get my stuff in my hand. Oh, see, it's way over there. I left it on my bed. Okay, I'm serious. All right, let's go. I'll see you at 7:50. Hey, hey, time's up. That was it for the third session. How did you do? I was on a roll. I was actually getting something done, and as soon as I turned the camera off at the start of the third session, I thought of something funny that I could add to the book. Just one little sentence toward the end. I was ending one section, and that would make it interesting because my mind just started spinning. And I said, well, I could say this little line right here, and then I could have what transpired at that time way down in a whole nother book. And it made me laugh. So I don't know, just because it makes me laugh, though. I don't know if it'll make anybody else laugh. They say that about us writers. So just because we think something is good or funny or emotional, or whatever, everybody might not think that way. All right, so I'm anxious to hear what you have done or worked on. Did you get anything? Um, so your story, if you're working on a story, are you planning on publishing your story, or are you just writing it for yourself or to share with family and friends? I know know a couple of people that they said they have published, actually published, but they only, they didn't really sell it. They just kept it out for their immediate family. And that's cool too. It's whatever, just because you're a writer or whatever, poems or whatever, you don't have to share them with the world. Yeah. So let's see. I was almost, I almost had finished this page, but after I thought of that little funny scene that I added, the sentence, I had to change some other words, the tense. I had to change the tenses. Okay, so let's see. Stephanie says she's gotten. Okay, no, that was from last time. So she says she's growing 761 words this time. Woo! Here, that calls for another celebration. Woo! That's awesome. Good for you. That's pretty good for the 25 minutes. Yeah. And so I'm working on draft two. I'm hoping to edit this and try to publish it someday. Good for you. That's really nice. Yay. I like that. Okay. So that's great. You're on that draft two. I think this is like my fourth pass through this. And every time I do, I add more words. And that's not great. I was just listening to an author tuber yesterday. Last night, I was binge watching some of her work, and she was saying that we shouldn't, you'll never get, I'll never get published at this point, and that seems with my case. Um, if you keep, it's at this point she was saying is fear. So if you just keep pushing out and keep adding stuff to it and never get it published, yeah, I don't, yeah. So I understood everything she was saying, yeah, because it's a little scary saying you're going to write a book and you actually write it, but actually publishing it, that's a whole different thing to me. But they're getting there, and I wish you well, Stephanie, with yours. I hope, yeah. Or so, do you write in any particular genre? Is this fiction or um, what's that? Nonfiction, autobiography, or something? Mine is fiction. It's going to be, I think I'm going to call it mainstream fiction. I think that's where I'm headed. All right. So we're going to be starting in, oh, okay. Horror. Ooh, oh, scary. It's good for you. I'm going to be honest. When I try to read horror books, I can't even watch movies great. But when I try to read it, it's something that's more personal. It's like, oh my gosh, my heart started beating. It's terrible. But anyway, good for you. Yes. All righty. So it is time. This is going to be the final session of the evening. It is 7:55, and we're going to come back at 8:20, and we'll share and wrap up at that time. All right. So happy productivity. I'm going to try to push through this page and at least get half through this. Here's my work. Look at all those. See all those markings? At least get half through that one. All right. Okay. So I will see you at 8:20. Hello, it's that time. All done. Yay. We got through it. That was 4 sessions. Yay. Of productivity. I actually got something done that didn't wander off too much. So feel free to let me know how you fared. And let's see, we have some new people that came in. Let's see the comments we have. Okay, hey, for Russia. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Miss D, I'm late tonight. That's okay. You right on time because you're here and you showed up. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Says I missed it, man. Oh, that's all right. I'll catch the playback. Okay, great. Thank you. And as I said before, I'll try to put the timestamps on last week's and this week's. Yeah. And then let's see. Stephanie says she's got 561 words this time. That's great. So that's the second time. Okay, so you're getting you always end with that 61 if you notice. The first time you had 651, then 761, and now 561. That is so awesome. Okay, well, since you here's your this is it. Every session for session 2, 3, and 4. Here you go. Woo! Congratulations. Oh my goodness. All righty, that is good. I'm glad you were able to get something done, you guys. And don't worry, Flora Russia, that's okay. Yay! She's celebrating with you. Oh gosh, I appreciate you guys being here and stopping by and joining little old D here, trying to get something done. So it is that time, and let's see if you celebrate Thanksgiving on Thursday or whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a great day. I hope everything is joyous and fun. We celebrate I'm thankful every day, right? And I understand, some people have different beliefs about it. But over the years, honey, through 5 kids and mounted grandkids and stuff now, honey, I remember watching my parents back in the day and grandparents do all that stuff. Honey, some of that is like, to me, unnecessary for that one day, that big preparation for 20 minutes of eating. That's just me. That's just personal. But my oldest daughter said she would cook at her house, so she invited me. We did go shopping and got everything that we needed, and we it's a little different now because it's a little like a lot of people won't be present this time, and so we didn't even buy a turkey. I'm like, I think that's the whole meeting that people get around that turkey, but because sometimes it doesn't get eaten, but that's okay. We got some turkey breast, not turkey, chicken breast instead. I'm gonna smother in gravy and all that stuff. Just as good. We just thankful to have some food. I don't know if you guys can relate, but we went in that store and the prices, I mean, I haven't seen anything like it. It's like everything is like $3 to $4 more. It's just ridiculous. Yes. Let's see. So Stephanie says, I cook for everyone. It's a lot of work. Yes, it is. Like I said, and that's why another reason, because it always usually would land on one or two people. And then, you eat for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then other people don't like to clean it. But, it's that's just me over the years. It's not always like that. But anywho, I guess I'm matured now, so it's like whatever. And Flourish says, I agree, it's different this year. Yeah, it is. It's different, but we ought to just be thankful. Period. Period. I was just looking at real quick at towards the end of this last session, and I didn't even know because I really don't watch the news anymore. Um, but it's popped up on my phone and said it was a big earthquake in Indonesia and killing all the folks. I'm like, oh Lord, and injured so many more. Yeah. So we ought to just be thankful we're here. So period. All right, guys, that's enough of me rambling on. Thank you so much. That's all I wanted to basically say is enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back Friday. I'm not sure what time. It probably I'm not sure. Just please remember to set your notification button because, let me see, Friday. I was just looking at my calendar because I might have something to do. Since I usually come on around 6, I do sometimes want to come on in the morning, but then that'll really throw people off. But it's okay. So if you have your notification button set, I'm not sure what time I'll be on Friday. So I will be doing Friday, and I'm not sure about Saturday. I'll let you know Friday if I'm coming on Saturday. All right. Okay. So that is all. You guys enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yay. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, and thank you, Rada. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I appreciate you guys both. All right. I will see you in my next video. Later, Gators.